Hi again, everybody. Rob Kennedy from the Hoop Group, and once again we're talking recruiting. Last week we talked about an academic assessment, making sure you know where you are academically heading into the summer. It's really important as well that we as players have a true, honest assessment of our game, right? A lot of times players think that they're better than they are, and that's fine. You got to have a little chip on your shoulder. You certainly got to have great confidence. But if you want to be a really good player, you've got to be able to look in the mirror and really assess your game correctly. You got to be real and you got to be honest with yourself. Because if you're not, then you're not going to work on your weaknesses. You talk to a player and you may think they can't shoot the ball. Other people think that, but the player thinks he or she's a terrific shooter. Then you look at the stat sheet and they're shooting 21% from three-point range. Guess what? You're not a good shooter if you're shooting it at 21%. So give a good, honest assessment of your game. Ask your coach, whether it's your high school or AAU coach as well, to give you a good, honest assessment of your game so that now you can start setting up a plan for how you're going to get better and how you're going to turn weaknesses into strengths so that when you head into the July recruiting period, all right, that your game is ready to be on display, right? It's one thing to be in the right place, have college coaches there watching you play. If you haven't gotten any better, you'd be better off not being out there. This is the time, especially in the month of June, that you've got to dedicate yourself to becoming better. And how you become better is starting with that self-assessment of your game. All right? And you've got to be honest. You've got to look in the mirror and know where you are. If you then do that to start off with, now, as I said, we can start taking our weaknesses, right? And now we start making them strengths. That doesn't mean we forget about our strengths and don't spend time. If I'm a terrific shooter, guess what? Keep on getting shots up. But if I can't get by people off the dribble, well, now everybody's going to crowd me and I'm not going to get as many good looks. If I take my time and use it wisely in the month of June and into July and throughout all of this summer, and I start being able to break people down off the dribble, guess what? Now people can't crowd me. Now I'm getting open shots. Guess what? When I'm on display again to college coaches, they're seeing somebody that's making shots. All right? We'll continue to talk the next couple of weeks about what you need to be doing to make sure that when you get on the right stage, whether it's at camp, an AAU tournament this summer, which is especially for those players that are rising seniors, those current juniors are going to be seniors next year. It's a very, very important stretch for you, maybe the most important time period in the recruiting process. So make sure that your game is ready for when you're in the right place and college coaches getting a chance to see you play. Once again, as always, if you've got questions or comments, please email me at robk@hoopgroup.com.